Have you ever heard the stat saying that every dollar you invest in email marketing turns into $42 in sales for your business? Sounds great, right? You put $1 in, you get $42 out. But if this is true, why aren't you getting rich every time you send an email to your list of leads? Well, email marketing can be hugely profitable, but for most online business owners, it's not, simply because they don't know what they're doing. And in this video, you're gonna learn 4 crucial email marketing strategies that work for anyone who's using email to make sales, especially for beginners. And when you follow these 4 strategies, this is going to allow you to make money every time you send an email to your leads. Let's dive in. There are 4 email marketing strategies that you absolutely have to be using, whether you're an expert email marketer or you're simply beginning with your email marketing journey. When you apply these 4 email marketing strategies, you're going to make money every time you send an email to your list. So the first strategy is to shrink your list. When I started out doing email marketing, I grabbed all the email addresses in my Gmail account, put them onto a list, and then started sending out emails to that list. And even though that list was a relatively big list, I sure wasn't making very many sales, which makes a lot of sense in retrospect. It makes sense that no one was buying from that list because the list was filled with random email addresses. Don't make that mistake. Instead of aiming for a big list, aim for having an ultra targeted list. Let me show you an example here. I'm over in my CRM and you can see this list right here. Everyone on this list is tagged with this. It says ANI Facebook group, ANI Facebook group. All these people are tagged with this ANI Facebook group. Well, what does that mean? It means that everyone on this list has joined this particular Facebook group. This is a very targeted list. This Facebook group is only for online business owners who want to use Facebook to grow their business. Therefore, it's very clear what people who are on this email list are interested in. Now, this email list is relatively small. It's just under 5,000 subscribers on this list. But when I send an email to the people on this list, I can give them exactly what it is that they're looking for. I can speak their language, which means it's going to be a lot easier to convert those subscribers into paying customers. And you can do this as well. Let's just say you're a fitness coach. You could take your big email list and segment it, shrink it into a list for moms and another list for dads. Or if you're a business coach, you could shrink your list into a list for new business owners versus established business owners. By shrinking your list into these smaller segments, it allows you to speak the language of a very specific niche customer, which means they're going to be more interested, they're going to pay attention, and they're going to be much more likely to buy from you. That's email trick number 1, shrink your list. The second email strategy is to send it twice. Send it twice. Let me show you an example here. You maybe heard it said that the most important part of your email is actually the subject line. So here's a subject line for an email that I got. It says, I have no idea if this is true, but it made me sad. Whatever you write in your subject line is either going to entice people to click on that email and to read what's in your email, making it more likely they're going to buy from you, or they're going to see a subject line and say, not interested, and they're going to click on delete. So it's clearly important that you have a very catchy subject line. But how do you get one? Well, many business owners, when they start doing email marketing, they just pick a subject line, they send it out to their list, and they cross their fingers and hope that it's a catchy one. Hopefully people will open based on that subject line. But please do not make that mistake. You're leaving money on the table when you only use one subject line. Instead, here's a very easy trick that I use. Here's a list of all the emails that I've recently sent to my list, and I want to bring your attention to this one right here. It says FB Facebook funnels. This was a promotional email, and I'm going to open this up. We'll go and take a look at the subject line right here. The subject was buy, then buy. And we'll open up the statistics here and let's take a look at what the open rates were on this. So just under 30% of people open that email. Not too bad, but definitely could be better. Over 70% of the subscribers on this email list would not have opened this email. Therefore, there is no chance that they're going to buy. So what's the trick? Let me show you. I'm going to go back into the list of emails that I've sent. Here's the one that we just looked at right here. It's called Facebook Funnels, this promo. And then notice the email that came right after it. Facebook Funnels promo, resend to unopened. Well, let's click on this and we'll take a look. You'll notice the subject line here is FB funnel. And what this is actually the exact same email that was sent right here, FB Funnels promo. However, this time it was sent only to people who didn't open this original email, and it was given a different subject line. So perhaps when people saw this first email come in, maybe people saw that subject line, buy then buy, and they decided, oh, I'm not interested in that subject line, and therefore they deleted the email. Well, this gives you a chance to resend that same email to people who did not already read it, while giving them an opportunity to see a different subject line that might actually grab their attention. And in this case, I tested out FB funnel. And this is something that you can very easily do too. Pretty much every email sending software allows you to segment segment your list based on people who didn't open a particular email. And then you just send those people the same email that you sent them before with a different subject line so that they have a second opportunity to take a look at what it is that you have to offer. You're gonna make more sales simply by doing this trick. Email strategy number 3 is to be boring. That's right, be boring. Have you ever received an email that looks something like this? This is from True North Mortgage. You can see it's got a logo here, it's got stylized font in the heading, it's got this animated image here, and then it's got all kinds of images. It's really nicely formatted. When you get an email like this, what do you think right away? Well, when I get an email like this, I think, oh, this is from some big company, this is a newsletter, this isn't important. Fancy emails like this tend not to capture the attention of your audience. They tend to get deleted very quickly. So instead, you want to make sure that your audience feels like the emails they're receiving from you are from you. They want to do business with you. They want to hear from you. They want to buy from you, not some big company. Let me show you an example. Here's an email that I recently sent out to my email list. Notice there's no images, there's no logos, there's no fancy fonts, there's nothing special about this email. It actually looks quite boring, and that's a good thing. You want your emails to look like you sat down personally and typed them up in your Gmail account and personally sent them to everyone on your email list. Be boring, and people are going to pay more attention to your emails. That's email trick number 3. Email trick number 4 is to give one option. Just give one option. I'm going to show you another example of an email. Here it is right here. Maybe you've received something like this in the past. Notice the number of links in this email. Here's a link 1. Here's another link 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are so many things happening in this email. It's really hard as a reader to decide which one's the important one. Where should I click? What should I read? What deserves my focus? What deserves my attention? And that's going to be true for your readers as well if you send out emails with too many calls to action. Maybe you've heard the saying before, if you confuse them, you lose them. And it's certainly true for email marketing. If there are too many things for your email subscribers to look at or to do, you're going to confuse them and you're going to lose them. In contrast, let's go back to that email. Remember the boring email that I showed you that I sent to my list, and take a look at the calls to action, the number of things that subscribers can do. Well, how many is there? There's one right here in big all cap bolded letters. Here are the details. There's only one thing for subscribers to do. Therefore, it's impossible for them to be confused. It's impossible for you to lose them. And so make sure you do this as well when you're writing emails to your list. Yes, keep your emails boring, and also keep it very clear what their option is, what their next action step is. Give them only one option, and they're much more likely to take action, which is going to turn into more sales for you. So as a recap, strategy number 1 is to shrink your list. Be very segmented in who you're sending to so that you can speak specifically to that lead. Strategy number 2 is to send it twice. Send your emails twice using 2 different subject lines so that more people open your emails. Strategy number 3 is to be boring. Forget all the fancy fonts, forget all the images. Just write an email that looks like it personally came from you directly to your email subscribers. And strategy number 4 is to give one option. Give one clear call to action so that your subscribers take that action and move closer towards making a purchase from you. And these are the email strategies that I use, but I also have a secret weapon that allows my online businesses to grow and grow and grow. And that secret weapon is Unipro. Unipro, it's an amazing tool that uses Facebook to find your ideal leads. It brings those leads over into your audience. It actually helps extract their email addresses to grow your email list. It nurtures those leads on Facebook, making sure they see your content, and then it strikes up conversations with them at the time they're most likely to buy from you. Unipro has been a game changer for my business, and I know you're going to love it as well. If you haven't checked it out yet, go over to unipro.com. That's what I've got for you in this video about 4 hacks that are going to improve the profitability of your email marketing. If this was helpful, give it a like. And if you have any questions about how to apply this for your email marketing, leave those in the comments below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you're growing an online business and you want help generating leads, nurturing leads, and making more sales, you got to check out Unipro. Go over to unipro.com. It's really going to help your business grow a whole lot faster. Thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see you in the next video.